Hello, Mai. Konnichiwa. How are you today? Hajimamashite. Hello, Ferdus. Long time no see. All right, we're going to get started in just a few minutes. Okay? I promise. Hello, Karen. Param, hello. It's always so weird, you know? I really wish I could get more people to show up exactly when I start. You know, I'm going to have a regular schedule soon, and I'm hoping that if I have a regular schedule for my live streams, that more people will know to show up on time so I can start right away. Because I always feel awkward, you know. I don't want to start teaching when there are only 2 people in the room, you know. I want to wait until people are there so they don't miss anything, you know. Yeah, I really wish I could make these more consistent for the start time, the audience, I mean. Yeah, I'm going to make a schedule soon. It's just been hard because it's hard to make a schedule for me because I have private lessons, and I can't. If someone wants to pay me money for a private lesson, I have to do that. I have to take the money. I need the money. It's my job, right? I don't get paid for any of this. So if I have someone who wants to take a private lesson, then I have to take that lesson and I have to cancel my stream, right? So it's always hard to find a time when I can actually schedule it regularly. But I'm going to try. You went to the U.S. last month. Well, cool. Good for you. Where did you go? New York? California? Ah, coffee. Who likes idioms? Who likes idioms? I'm going to teach you guys some idioms today. Pittsburgh. Ah, your dad is a big Steelers fan. That's funny. That's not too far away from me, actually. I'd say it's probably about 5 hours away from me, Pittsburgh, I think. Yeah, not too far. Big Steelers fan. That's funny. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio, and the Cincinnati Bengals and the Steelers, they hate each other. So the Steelers hate the Bengals and the Bengals hate the Steelers. Hello, Miguel. How's the weather? It's cold. It's cold. Let's see. Right now, it's 30 degrees Fahrenheit, which is -1 Celsius. Okay. I think we have enough people to start. Are you guys ready to learn some idioms? Hello, Hashem. Hello, Luis. Hello, Israel. Yes, I got your message, Israel. I will get back to you soon. I do have private lessons. Yeah, I have your contact, and I will message you later about lessons. Okay, we'll talk about it. Okay. You're supposed to have snow on Tuesday in New Orleans. Wow, that's a rare event. That's crazy. American sandwiches are a lot bigger than you thought. Yeah, especially in Pittsburgh. Yeah, we make sandwiches that you can't put your mouth on. In America. Yeah, but I do. That is one thing. I will say there is no country, in my opinion, no country in the world that knows how to do a sandwich better than America. I think Italy is close. There are a few ridiculously delicious sandwiches in Italy. There are a few ridiculously delicious sandwiches in Italy. I know that. But the sheer number alone of sandwiches that America produces is a ridiculous number. And they're so delicious. So maybe I'll do a stream about sandwiches one day. Idioms and slang, what is the difference? What's the difference between idioms and slang, everyone? So slang is just, those are terms that are informal. They're informal, and they are usually, they are temporal. Temporal is a word that means they don't last forever, right? Like there are some words, for example, the bee's knees. The bee's knees was slang in the 1930s, I think, and the bee's knees used to mean cool, but we don't say that anymore. We don't say that one anymore, right? Yeah, it's the opposite of permanent, temporal, right? Temporary, right? Temporary is temporary. And idioms are idiomatic. That's why this stream is called It's Idiomatic. Idiomatic means it has a story. It tells a story. It tells a lesson. Okay, so idioms are short little phrases that have some sort of a lesson, or they tell a story that's a big story with just a few words. Okay, so for example, to kill two birds with one stone, that is an idiom. Okay, but if I say that movie is wicked, wicked is slang. Okay, there's a new movie out called Wicked, right? But actually in the 1980s, in the early 90s, we used to say wicked and it meant cool. Like, so you saw a great movie, you'd be like, oh, that's so wicked. That's slang. Okay, slang is temporary, doesn't last forever, and it's cultural. Okay? All right, let's get started. I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to show you this website I found that has some good idioms that we're going to talk about. All right, let's see. Share screen. 99 amazing idioms for every occasion. Okay, I will give you this link later. After I'm done, I will give you the link. All right. So here we go. We're going to start with number one. What is number one? A piece of cake. A piece of cake. What does a piece of cake mean? Yeah, it means very easy. Do you guys know where this one comes from? Where does this idiom come from? Do you know? I think idioms are also... idioms almost always have an interesting story about how they were created. Slang does not always have an interesting story, right? So I have no idea who created the word wicked. I have no idea who created the word rad. I have no idea who created the word, what's the other one that I hate? What's it called? On fleek. I hate that term. I have no idea who created that. It's not an idiom. Yeah, so, idioms usually have some sort of a background. Okay? So, where does a piece of cake come from? Most people believe it came from America in the time around slavery, okay? During slavery, they had a lot of terrible things that were happening, right? Slavery was really horrible, right? We all agree. Slavery was terrible. And the slave owners, sometimes they would have these crazy parties. They would have these crazy parties. And... they would have these crazy parties, and they would make the slaves do stuff, right? So this is bad. This is bad stuff. The slave owners are making the slaves do things for their amusement. And one of the things they used to do was they used to make the slaves do a dance while holding, a cake. Or actually, I think they usually just make them just to do dances. Weird dances, okay? And whoever had the best dance, they won cake. Right? They gave them some cake. That's why it was called... The dance was called the cakewalk. The dance was called the cakewalk. That's what it was called. And we still say that. So sometimes we say it's a piece of cake, and sometimes we say it's a cakewalk. It's a cakewalk. Okay? And it means it's easy to do. All right? But this one is a very common idiom, but it's funny because most people have no idea that it has a really bad, dark history. Like, where it comes from is a pretty bad place, right? And why am I telling you that? Because now that I've told you that, you will remember it. Because it's a weird... It's dark. This story is bad. You're talking about slavery, right? So now you know that the word a piece of cake comes from the slavery time, okay? What would happen if you dropped the cake on the floor? Probably nothing good, Jonathan. Probably nothing good. All right? So you can say, this test is a piece of cake. This test was a piece of cake. That class was a piece of cake, okay? My driving test was a piece of cake. It was a cakewalk. All right? Okay, good. Everybody understand piece of cake? Yes? Piece of cake? Good. Let's move on. Once in a blue moon. Once in a blue moon. What is once in a blue moon? What does once in a blue moon mean? A blue moon is something rare. It doesn't happen too often, okay? And a blue moon is a real thing. There's a kind of moon that is called a blue moon, and a blue moon is when you have 2 full moons in 1 month. Okay, so if in 1 month there are 2 full moons, that's a blue moon. Okay? Yeah, so it happens not very often, okay? So, do you ever go to that restaurant? Once in a blue moon, I go there. Or Have you ever, let's see, do you ever listen to this song? Oh, I still listen to that song once in a blue moon. Okay, once in a blue moon means not very often, rarely, or infrequently. Okay, we don't speak that much anymore. I hear from him once in a blue moon. Okay, I'm talking about idioms. I'm talking about idioms. Once in a blue moon. Okay? All right. You guys got it? Once in a blue moon? You guys know how to use that one now? I chat with native speakers once in a blue moon. Very good. Okay, let's go to the next one. When pigs fly. I like this one. This one is actually kind of important to my city. We often say this in my city, or we talk about this idiom in my city. When pigs fly. Yeah, it means something that is either impossible or very, very unlikely. Okay? When pigs fly means it will never happen or very unlikely. Okay? But guess what? If you come to my city in America, my city is Cincinnati, Ohio. If you come to my city, you will go around the city and you will see many statues or pictures of flying pigs. Pigs with wings. The flying pig is the mascot of my city because it's like we're trying to tell people that if you come to Cincinnati, impossible things do happen here. We have flying pigs. Okay? Let's see. So the idiom "when pigs fly" is actually we think it comes from Scotland, from Scottish origin, and so for about 400 years they've used this phrase "when pigs fly." Yeah. Yep. So they think it's Scottish. Yeah. Why pigs cannot fly? Why not cats or dogs? I don't know, Jonathan. They chose pigs. Okay. Yeah. But again, if you come to Cincinnati, Ohio, you'll drive around and you'll say, "Oh, look, there's a statue of a flying pig." Okay. So when pigs fly, all right. Let's see. What's a good sentence for when pigs fly? Oh, here's one, right? They have one here. When do you think you'll get married? When pigs fly. Yeah, Lily, there's a problem with HelloTalk. HelloTalk is working on it. The subtitles are not working right now, okay? But I will try to speak clearly and not too fast, all right? But, yeah, my subtitles are not working. It's not my fault. It's HelloTalk, okay? All right. So we've got when pigs fly, anything that's impossible, okay? I'm going to get an A on this math test, and your friend will say, when pigs fly. Okay, maybe you suck at math. You're terrible at math, and your friend knows it. So you say, I'm going to get an A, and they say, when pigs fly. Okay? I will climb a mountain when pigs fly. Okay. All right, let's go to the next one. To miss the boat. To miss the boat. What does miss the boat mean? Don't miss the boat. To miss the boat, yeah, it means a missed opportunity. That's right, a missed chance, a missed opportunity. You missed the boat, right? So, let's see. Oh, you just missed him. You came here a little bit too late. We had free pizza. We had free pizza, but it's all gone now. You missed the boat. Okay, you missed the boat. Or they were giving out free tickets earlier. There was a guy giving out free movie tickets. You should have been here, but you missed the boat. Okay? You've missed the boat, unfortunately. Applications for the job closed about an hour ago. Okay, to miss the boat means a missed chance or opportunity to do something you wanted to do. Usually because you're late. Okay? Yes, we're doing idioms. Pay attention. All right, let's move on to break the ice. To break the ice. I don't want to miss the boat on this class. Thank you, Alan. Yeah, break the ice. What does break the ice mean, everybody? Anyone break the ice? Hello? To make others comfortable. Kind of. Kind of. To be brave, not exactly. To make people feel more friendly with each other. To have a nice talk here first, we have to break the ice. That's closer. You're getting there. I didn't know anyone at the party, but someone came to me and broke the ice. Right. So to break the ice means to say something or do something that makes everybody feel a little bit more comfortable to talk with each other. Okay, to interact and talk with each other, all right? So it is kind of about making people feel comfortable, but not just that. You have to do something. There's an action that you have to do that, like telling a joke. Sometimes you tell a joke to break the ice. Sometimes we talk about the weather to break the ice. It's cold today, huh? It's really cold. Or I can't believe how hot it is today. You say something simple that they can talk about, right? That's breaking the ice, okay? Now, where does this one come from? This one is pretty old. To break the ice is a pretty old idiom. It comes from when boats used to come into a new city, right? Boats would come, let's imagine the boat is on the ocean, it's coming into the new city, the new place, and the ice is frozen. The ice is frozen so the boats can't come close, right? The boats can't come close because there's too much ice. So what did the people used to do? The local people would go out and break the ice to let the boats come in. Okay? Yeah, so that's really what break the ice means. It was when the people would go out with hammers to break the ice to allow the boats to come in. All right, so now we say we're going to do something, we're going to say something to break the ice to make you feel more comfortable so we can talk. Okay? Maybe you're on a date, right? You're on a first date with a girl or a guy, and you're a little nervous and they're a little bit nervous, so you tell a joke to break the ice. Or you say a compliment to break the ice. Yeah, it's friendly. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's easy to understand the meaning from the literal meaning. That's exactly right. Yeah. You have to welcome them. You have to do something to tell them that you want them to come. So you go break the ice. Right? Yeah. All right. So English teachers have lots of activities for breaking the ice with new groups of students, such as playing Find Someone Who. Right? Yeah. Maybe you play a game, like Would You Ever? Right? Or Have You Ever? Or, Truth or Dare. Things like that. That could be a way to break the ice, okay? Or maybe you just say, tell me 3 things about yourself, to break the ice. Or let me tell you 3 things about myself, then you tell me 3 things about yourself. Or something like that, It's an icebreaker. We call them icebreakers, okay? Jokes could be an icebreaker. Games could be an icebreaker. Compliments can be an icebreaker. Okay, small talk about the weather or, about something common can be food, music. That could be, small talk can be a good icebreaker. Okay? All right, let's go to the next one. To beat around the bush. What does beat around the bush mean? To beat around the bush. Let's beat around the bush. We have to discuss about our future. Kubra, I don't know about that one. Cut to the chase is the opposite of beat around the bush. Yeah, Kim Diaz says to avoid a topic. It's the opposite of getting straight to the point. That's right. Yeah, so to beat around the bush, it means that you're not saying something directly, right? So maybe you are very... let me think of a good example. Maybe you are very nervous about telling your friend something, right? You know, your friend likes a girl, right? And that's your friend, right? So your friend Gary, likes Jill, and Jill is your friend too, right? Jill tells you, I don't like Gary. Gary's ugly. Gary stinks. Gary's not funny, right? She says that to you. Gary comes to you and he says, I really like her. I really like that girl. What do you think? Do you think she likes me? And you say, oh, well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe she could like you. Maybe. I don't know. What did you guys do? I mean, maybe she could have liked you. Maybe not. You know, I don't know. You know, maybe you should tell me more about what you guys did, right? And if he says, well, what do you think? Did she say anything? Did she say anything? And you say, well, she said you guys had an interesting time. You know, I'm beating around the bush. Okay, now, what does that mean? What does that mean? The original meaning comes from hunting. Okay, a long time ago when they would go hunting, they had people that there would be some guys on the horse, right? There would be guys on horses, right? And there would be dogs to chase the animals that they're hunting, like rabbits, right? Like let's say they're looking for rabbits or birds, okay? So you have dogs, guys on horses, and you also had some guys that had some sticks, a stick that they would beat on the ground around the bush. So the rabbit or the bird is in the bush. So you beat the stick around the bush to get the rabbit to come out. Okay? So that's what beat around the bush means. It means you know, the animal that you're hunting is in the bush. That's direct. That's direct. But you're beating around the bush. Indirect. Okay? What is a bush? A bush is a small kind of like a plant. It's a tree, like a small tree. Okay? A bush. Okay, Kubra? To beat around the bush. Okay? Time to stop beating around the bush. We need to focus on the main point of this meeting. Yeah, okay? All right, good. My boyfriend beats around the bush when I ask him if he loves me. I'm sorry, Lynn. I know that feeling. I like to spend... what? You like to spend others' time saying nothing? Well, that's interesting. I like that. If you don't want to tell your mom you got suspended, then you beat around the bush. Right. That's right. Hello, Fluke. Okay, good. I think you guys got beat around the bush now, right? Talk around the issue. That's right, to not speak directly about it. Usually it's because you're uncomfortable, like you don't want to tell them the real truth. Okay, you beat around the bush. All right? All right, the next part is the ball is in your court. The ball is in your court. What does that one mean? The ball is in your court. Which one is correct? Beat or hitting a stick on the ground? Both mean the same thing. To beat and to hit mean the same thing. Okay? So if you beat a stick on the ground and hit a stick on the ground, it's the same. Okay? What does court mean in this context? Okay, good question. So in this case, we're talking about, I want you to think about tennis. Think about tennis. Okay? When you play tennis, you hit a ball, and it goes to them. And now it's in their court. And then they hit a ball into your court. And then you have to hit the ball into their court. And then they have to hit the ball into your court. So, the ball is in your court means, here comes the ball, it's time for you to hit, to make a decision. Okay? You have to make a decision about what you're going to do with that ball. Okay? The ball is in your court. Okay? The ball is in your court. It's time for you to make a decision. It's your turn. Okay? And there's another idiom that goes with this one. You dropped the ball. Don't drop the ball. You drop the ball or don't drop the ball. He dropped the ball. What does that mean? You dropped the ball means that you were supposed to do something and either you didn't do it or you failed. Okay? So, for example, let me think. So your company is, they have a new business relationship with another company, right? And they've been having meetings all week, right? And there's one final thing that they're supposed to do, right? And it's your job. You're supposed to fill out this one contract, right? And if you fill out that contract, then the deal is done. But you forgot to fill out the contract. You forgot to give them the contract. You forgot to take the contract to them. You dropped the ball. You dropped the ball. Okay? So the ball is in your court means it's time for you to make a decision. It's your turn. You got to figure out what your decision's going to be. Okay? Decide. To drop the ball means you were supposed to do something, and you either failed to do it, or you didn't do it, right? So you either failed or didn't do it at all, all right? Okay, the ball is in your court. Well, you have all the information you need. Now the ball is in your court. Okay? Yeah, it's really another one, Nereo, that's it's a literal meaning. The ball is in your court. It's your turn to hit. Your turn to decide what to do. Okay? I dropped the ball when my mom asked me to help her in cooking. Good. That's right. Yeah. Your mom said, hey, I can't come home to cook dinner. Can you come home and cook dinner for us? You know, I'll be late. And you didn't do it, and now everybody's waiting for some food. You know, the kids don't have any food. I dropped the ball. I'm so sorry. Okay? Amir, those are good. Try to remind me of those later after I get through my list here, okay? If I can get through my list. We'll see. Cost an arm and a leg is the next one. Cost an arm and a leg. To cost an arm and a leg, what does it mean? And let me check my YouTube. Okay, let's see. Hello, Ive, over there on YouTube. You're beside yourself today with energy. Good for you. Okay, good. Yes. All right. I am trying to check on my YouTube more today, guys. So if you guys make comments over in YouTube, I'll try to be more aware. All right. Stop beating around the bush and tell me what's wrong. That's good. Yeah. Okay. And if you want to go to my YouTube, you can. I'm on YouTube right now. This live stream is on Hello Talk and on YouTube at the same time. And YouTube has no time limit. So if you want to go to YouTube right now, you can watch this with no time limit. Okay? All right, to cost an arm and a leg. Yeah, it means expensive. That's right. And yeah, Ornella says in Italian, you say another part of the body, you say it costs an eye. Yeah, right. There are a bunch of phrases like this around the world. And it just means something very expensive. It's so expensive, they want you to give them one of your arms and one of your legs. Okay? And we also say, sometimes we say it cost a small fortune. Or it cost a bomb. That one I've not really used ever. Cost a small fortune, I've used. Okay? But these other ones I'm not so sure about. I mean, maybe in England, but not here. Okay? So it cost an arm and a leg is the one that we most often use, or it cost a small fortune. Okay? I bought a new car last month and it cost an arm and a leg. Yep. Okay, that one is easy, right? Have you seen the price of petrol these days? It costs an arm and a leg. Okay? And notice, yeah, technically they did write this incorrectly. Well, not incorrectly, but the most common way that you're going to use it is to use costs with an S. Like here, look, what do you see here? Costs an arm and a leg. It costs an arm and a leg. How expensive is it? Oh, it's very expensive. It costs an arm and a leg. That's the proper grammar. Okay, not cost. Okay? We're talking about idioms, everybody. Are out of the roof. Alan, you can say they're through the roof. They're through the roof. The price of petrol is through the roof. Okay, here's the next one. Every cloud has a silver lining. Every cloud has a silver lining. And what does that mean? Amir says you find something good in the worst case scenario. Yeah, that's pretty much the meaning. Yeah, it means that you try to find something positive about a bad situation. Okay, so if you have a bad situation and you try to be positive about it, then you could say, well, hey, every cloud has a silver lining. Okay, so you try to tell them, you know, hey, this situation is bad, but at least this is true, right? Okay, so, yeah. And where does this one come from? This one comes from a poem in 1634 by John Milton. And it means when the clouds are out at night and the moon is very bright, then the clouds look silver. Okay? So the clouds are there. The clouds are out, right? Clouds usually is not as nice as a clear sky. But behind the clouds, the moon is making the clouds a beautiful color of silver. So it's cloudy, but it's pretty. Get it? Understand? It's cloudy, but they're silver. They're pretty clouds. Okay? Losing your job is tough, but every cloud has a silver lining. Now you'll get to spend more time with your family like you've always wanted. Okay? That's a good one. Can you find this on YouTube? You can if you go right here. Okay, yeah. Always look at the bright side of life. Always look at the bright side of life. Do you guys know that song? It's from a movie called The Life of Brian. The Life of Brian, very funny song. It's called Always Look at the Bright Side of Life. Yeah. Here, I'll play it for you. since we're talking about silver lining, right? This is from a movie called from a group called Monty Python.
You know what they say?
So this is a story about Jesus, and Jesus is about to be killed on the cross, right? Which is bad, right? It's bad. They're about to be killed, right? But one of these guys next to him is saying, "Hey, always look at the bright side of life." So they're singing a song while they're about to be killed.
Some things in life are bad.
Here it comes.
They can really make you mad. Other things just make you swear and curse. When you're chewing on life's gristle, don't grumble, give a whistle. And this'll help things turn out for the best.
Here it comes.
Always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the bright side of life. If life seems jolly rotten, there's something you forgot. And that's to laugh and smile and dance and sing. When you're feeling in the dumps, don't be silly chumps. Just purse your lips and whistle, that's the thing. And always look on the bright side of life. Always
Look at they're all about to die, and they're all singing. Always look on the bright side of life. Right? Come on, that's funny, right? That's funny. Okay, so let's go back to our idioms, right? So always look on the bright side of life is like this. Every cloud has a silver lining. Okay? Every cloud has a silver lining. All right, let's go to the next one. Bite the bullet. Bite the bullet. What does bite the bullet mean? This one's a crazy one. What does bite the bullet mean? It rings a bell, but you don't remember. Rings a bell is a good one, though, too. To bite the bullet. Yeah, it means to face the problem. You have to do something difficult, right? Something difficult, you have to do it. It's going to suck. Nobody is going to like it, but you have to do it. So where does this one come from? To bite the bullet is a crazy one. This one comes from war a long time ago. All right? So imagine the Civil War in America in the 1800s, right? Okay? Okay, so let's see. Let's choose a good year to make this more... So, like, how about it's the year 1864 in America, right? It's 1864, it's in America, and you are in the war. You're in the war, you're fighting for the North against the South, and you get shot in the arm. You get shot in the arm, okay? You get shot here in the arm, and now, guess what? They have to, what do they have to do to your arm back then? If you got shot in the arm, what did they do? Do you guys know what they used to do? If a bullet went through your arm right here, what would they do to your arm? What was the surgery? Yeah, they cut off your arm. yeah. They used to just use a saw and cut off your arm. Okay? Terrible, right? And very painful. Very, very, very painful, right? So when they did that, now if you need to go to the doctor for surgery, they have medicine that will make you fall asleep so that it doesn't hurt, right? But back then they didn't have anything. They had two things you could do. If they had to cut your arm off, they could do two things. One, they would give you alcohol. Right? They had a bottle of alcohol and they would say, drink it. Drink as much alcohol as you can to try to make yourself drunk because we're about to cut your arm off, right? That was the first thing they would do is make you drink a bunch of alcohol. And the second thing they would do is they would give you something to put in your mouth. okay? Because it's going to hurt so bad that your teeth, you might break your teeth because you're going to bite down so hard. So sometimes they used to give you a leather belt or a piece of leather. They put a piece of leather in your mouth. But the other thing that they used to use sometimes was a bullet, okay? And what is a bullet, guys? What is a bullet? What's a bullet? Bite the bullet. What is a bullet? Yeah, when you say bite the bullet, the thing that comes out of the gun, right? Yeah. Now, the bullets now are long, right? Now they have bullets that are long. But a long time ago, the bullets were round. They were like a ball, okay? And what were the bullets made of? The bullets were made of lead. Okay? And do you guys know anything about lead? Lead is a soft metal. Lead is a soft metal. It's soft. It's easy to bend. That's why they used to use it for pipes, because it was easy to bend. It was easy to move, right? It was easy to manipulate. So bullets were easy to make because the metal was soft, okay? And because the metal was soft, you could put the bullet in your mouth and bite on it, all right? So let me see if I can show you that. Musket bullet. Like this. So this is an old bullet here. Let's see, ready? So this is the old guns they used to use, and this is the old bullets they used to have. All right, and these bullets, look, they're round, okay? And so, yeah, they would put the bullet in your mouth to chew on like this. Look, you can see. Look, this one has teeth marks in it, right? Yeah, because they were soft. So to bite the bullet, look, there's teeth marks in the bullet. That's teeth marks. Somebody put that bullet in their mouth when they had surgery. Okay? Do you guys understand? All right, and yeah, lead, whoops. So this is lead. Lead is a soft kind of metal that is easily melted and easily turned into things, but poisonous. Okay, so it was a very common material to use for things back a long time ago, but we didn't know it was poisonous a long time ago. Yeah, it's toxic. Okay, we didn't know. Yeah, it's flexible. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you, Elias. It's flexible. It's a flexible metal. All right? All right, let's go back to here. All right, so can we say projectile as well? Yeah, Alex, projectile is more of a general term, and it's a little more formal. But a bullet is a kind of projectile. A projectile means anything that is projected. To project means to throw sometimes. To project. To throw something. So a projectile is anything that is thrown. Okay? All right. So we got bite the bullet. We got bite the bullet, right? All right, let's go on to the next one. Bury the hatchet. This is another American idiom. To bury the hatchet. Okay, first of all, you guys have to know, what is a hatchet? What is a hatchet? It's a weapon. Yeah, a hatchet is a weapon. That's right, yeah. So let me show you what one looks like. It's not a knife, it's more like an axe, actually. It's an axe. Let me show you a hatchet. This is a hatchet. Okay, this is a hatchet. All right, it's an axe that the Native American Indians, the natives here, used to use. Okay, and that's what they used for fighting and hunting. Right? It's similar to hammer of Thor, right? So Thor had a hammer. Yeah, but they look kind of like this. So the Vikings had something called a war hammer, which was a long hammer with the hammer at the top. This is similar to that, but it's an axe, and these, you could throw them, just like the hammer of Thor. Okay, you could throw them. All right, so to bury the hatchet, it means that... well, first of all, the meaning, it means that you're fighting with your friend. You're fighting with your friend, but you want to stop fighting. You want to stop fighting. You want to make peace with your friend, okay? And so you bury the hatchet. So the American native Indians here, we used to fight with them a lot, okay? We killed a lot of them when we came here, and when we fought with them, sometimes we would make peace, right? We would have fights and then we would make peace. And when we made peace, we would have a meeting and talk about peace. And when they had the meeting, at the meeting, the Indians would go and take their hatchet and bury it in the ground. And the idea was that we're going to go talk about peace right now, so I'm going to put my weapon in the ground for now. Okay? So that's what it means, to bury the hatchet. Okay, it means I want to move on. I want to make peace. Okay, I want to move on and make peace. All right? It's the same in Italian. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. All right, let's go to the next one. A blessing in disguise. Right? Chinese has this one too. Right? What is it? Sai Wang Shima? Sai Wang Shima, right? Blessing in disguise. A blessing in disguise, it means that it looks like it's a bad thing. Everybody thinks it's a bad thing, but it's really a good thing. Okay, it's really a good thing. It's a blessing in disguise. This one reminds me a lot of a story from Asia, right? There's a famous story in Asia about an old man in a village and a young boy, right? And the young boy, let's see, I'm trying to remember the story. Wait a minute, let me find it. Story, old man, young boy, we'll see. Yeah, here it is. Okay. Yeah, so here's the story. Okay, I'm going to read you this story, and it's about a blessing in disguise. Okay, so once upon a time, there was a farmer in China, and he didn't have a lot of money. So he used a plow for his field, okay? And one afternoon, he was working in the field, and the horse died. The horse died, okay? And everybody in the village people came out, and they said, "Oh, no, it's so terrible, your horse died." And the farmer looked at them and said, "We'll see," right? And he was very calm. And the village got together and said, "Oh, look, that's nice. He's not upset." So the village got him a new horse, right? The village came together and decided to get him a new horse, right? And everybody said, "What a lucky man." And he said, "We'll see," right? So they gave him a horse, and he said, "We'll see. Maybe it's good, maybe it's not." And a couple days later, a new horse jumped the fence and ran away, right? And everybody said, "Oh, what a poor man. Oh, no, his horse ran away," right? How terrible. And he said, "We'll see." Right? And the horse came home, and everybody said, "How nice." And the guy said, "We'll see." Right? So sometimes a bad thing could be a good thing, right? So there's one part in the story where there's a boy who falls off the horse. He falls off the horse and he breaks his leg, and everybody says, "Oh, how terrible." And the man says, "We'll see." And next year, or next month, the village has to go to war to fight somebody, and because he has a broken leg, he doesn't have to go. It's a blessing in disguise. It's a blessing in disguise, right? Yeah, something bad happens, but it turns out to be a good thing. Yeah. And it's like every cloud has a silver lining. Yeah, it's similar to that one. That's right. Yeah. Okay, good. All right, is it like afterglow? No. No, afterglow is like when maybe you go on a date with a girl or a boy, and you really, really like them. And when you come home, your friends look at you and they see like you're glowing. You're so happy from your date with them. That's afterglow. Okay? Afterglow doesn't have anything to do with a blessing in disguise. Okay? Very different. All right. Let's look at the next one. Actions speak louder than words. Actions speak louder than words. Did you explain it badly? When you judge a book by its cover, but then the result came out of the blue. It's a little bit, that's a little strained, Amir. But that's good that you're trying to kind of put idioms together to make other explanations. That's a good exercise. It's a good exercise. Okay? Yeah, so actions speak louder than words. And sometimes we also say, talk is cheap. Talk is cheap. Anyone can talk. Anyone can talk. But can you do it? All right? We also have another thing we say. We say, he can talk the talk, but can he walk the walk? He can talk the talk, but can he walk the walk? All right? It means he can talk a lot. He talks well, but can he actually do it? All right? He can talk the talk, but can he walk the walk? All right? Yeah, that's a good one, right? And it means it's similar, right? Actions speak louder than words, right? Or like Nike. What does Nike say? Just do it. Right? Just do it. Actions speak louder than words. Just do it. Okay? All right, good. It means that what you do is more important than what you say. All right? And, it's true in life. In life, you are not the things you say. You are the things you do. Okay, so if you say, I'm a good man, I'm a good person, I'm good, that means nothing if you do bad things. Okay? You are not what you say. You are what you do. Okay? All right. Let's go to the next one. One moment, sorry. What happened to there it is. Share. All right, at the drop of a hat. At the drop of a hat. What does at the drop of a hat mean? At the drop of a hat. At the drop of a hat. Anyone? At the drop of a hat? What does it mean? It means you do it immediately, now, without hesitating. No thinking, just do, right? So if you have any trouble, don't worry, I'll come get you at the drop of a hat. Okay? If you have any trouble, don't worry. I will come get you at the drop of a hat. So what that means is, how long does it take to drop a hat? If I drop my hat, how long does it take for the hat to hit the ground? It's quick. Right? Yeah, in the blink of an eye is like another one. But in this one, the blink of an eye and drop of a hat are similar. But to do something in a blink of an eye just means fast. He did it in the blink of an eye. But drop of the hat is more like without hesitation. No hesitation. Okay? You do it now. Don't think about it, just do it. I'll be there at the drop of a hat. Okay? So if I said he did that in a blink of an eye, he did it very fast. But if I say he will help you at the drop of a hat, that means he will help you without question, without hesitation. He will be there. Okay? He started arguing with his boss at the drop of a hat. Yeah, that works too. Yeah, it can be a negative one like that. Yeah. Okay? Yeah, with a sense of urgency usually. Yeah. Okay. It could be that way, right? But it also could be like Esther said. He started arguing with his boss at the drop of a hat, right? He gets mad at the drop of a hat. You could say he gets so mad at the drop of a hat. It means just quickly, easily. Okay. All right. Next one. A penny for your thoughts. A penny for your thoughts. This one is not really an idiom. It's just a funny thing we say. It's like a funny phrase we say. A penny for your thoughts. What does that mean? Carolina has it. Yes, hello, Carolina. How are you? It means that you want to know what someone is thinking. Right? So, can I give you a penny for your thoughts? Right? Can I pay you for your thoughts? If I give you some money, will you tell me what you're thinking about? Okay? If I give you some money, will you tell me what you're thinking about? And it's not literal. We don't really want to give you money. We just want to know what you're thinking. Right? So, maybe, look at the picture. The picture is a girl, and she looks like she's upset. She looks like she's thinking about something, right? She's thinking about something. So maybe you'll come up and you'll say, hey, a penny for your thoughts. And it means, in this case, it means like, are you okay? Do you want to talk about something? Okay. Yeah. Or I'm interested. Yeah. Yeah, maybe you're talking about a business decision, right? You're talking about a business decision, and your partner is thinking. Clearly, they're thinking about something. And you're not talking, you're not saying anything, but they're just thinking about something. And you're curious. You want to know what they think. So you say, hey, penny for your thoughts? Penny for your thoughts means, can you tell me what you're thinking? Okay? Can you tell me what's on your mind? All right? To put your thinking cap on means to try harder and think harder, Amir. Yeah, be careful, Amir. You're trying to put together too many idioms together. It's good that you know them, but don't be too... you can have fun with putting them together, but they don't always go together as smoothly as you might think. Okay? All right. But it's a good exercise still, Amir. All right, let's go on to the next one. To add insult to injury or add fuel to the fire. To add insult to injury or to add fuel to the fire. What does that mean? To add fuel to the fire. To make it worse. That's right. To add insult to injury means you're injured, you're hurt, and now somebody comes by, you're on the ground and your leg is broken. And while you're on the ground and your leg is broken, somebody walks by you and says, you're a dummy. Okay? So you're hurt and you're insulted. Okay? They hurt you even more, right? You're already hurt, and now they insulted you too. right? You've got a broken leg, and now somebody called you stupid. All right? To add fuel to the fire is like, okay, your mom and your sister are arguing, and you decide to go in and to add fuel to the fire, you start agreeing with both of them. Right? You start saying, well, I think she's right. Well, I don't know. She's got a good point, though, too. You know, like you're kind of adding fuel to the fire. Or maybe you say, oh, here we go. I was already late for work. And then to add insult to injury, when I got to the station, my train had been canceled. Okay, so something was bad and then it became worse. Okay, something was bad and then it became worse. To add insult to injury or add fuel to the fire. Okay? All right, good. All right, next one. Catch someone red-handed. I caught you red-handed. What does that mean? Oh. Nope, that's a different one. That's a different one. To be in the red is different than to catch someone red-handed. It's close to notice what someone's doing. Almost that. Ornella says it's to discover that someone is guilty in the right moment. Yeah, pretty much, Ornella. Yeah. So, to catch someone red-handed means this. If I kill you with a knife, I kill you with a knife, and now there's blood all over my hands, and your friend walks in the door and sees me. Get it? I killed you, my hands are red. Your friend just walked in and they see you with red hands. They caught you red-handed. Okay, with blood on your hands. It means, you know, you got caught doing it. You got caught doing the thing that you were doing. So you can't say, I didn't do it. You can't say, I didn't do it. You got caught, right? So if your mom tells you, you're a little boy or you're a little girl, and there's some candy on the counter, there's some cookies on the counter, and your mom says, you can't have any. You can't have any cookies until after dinner. Okay? And then you walk into the kitchen, and you try to take one. You try to take a cookie, and your mom comes in and she caught you with your hand in the cookie jar. That's another one we say. I got caught with my hand in the cookie jar. It means the same thing as to catch someone red-handed. Okay, I got caught with my hand in the cookie jar. So there's a cookie jar, and I got caught with my hand in it. Mom came by and said, no cookies for you. Okay? So to catch someone red-handed means you caught them doing something bad while they're doing it. Okay? All right, good. You guys got that? Next one. Caught you in 4K is like the new modern version of that, right? In 4K is like a perfect picture, and they can see you, right? It's obvious. All right, back to the drawing board. What does that one mean? Back to the drawing board. Anyone? To start over again, to start once again. That's right, go back to the beginning. Right. So what is a drawing board? Guys, what's a drawing board? What is a drawing board? A whiteboard for painting. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Now we call it a whiteboard. Usually we use a whiteboard, right? Businesses have whiteboards, and you do everything on the whiteboard. But in 1981, did they have a whiteboard yet? In 1981, did they have whiteboards yet? Nope. Okay. They didn't have a whiteboard yet. Okay, let me see. When was the whiteboard invented? Let's find out. Yeah, it was invented in the 1950s, but it didn't become popular. Okay, so it was invented in the 50s, but it wasn't popular until the 90s. Okay? So, my elementary school, we didn't have any whiteboards. Okay? My junior high school, we didn't have any whiteboards. My high school had whiteboards. Okay? My high school had whiteboards, but my junior high did not have whiteboards. My elementary school did not have whiteboards. Okay, they had blackboards, right, with chalk, right. But a long time ago, they had something else called the drawing board, and a drawing board was a big piece of paper. It was a big thing of paper. Like, let me show you a drawing board. All right, let's see if I can find a good picture that'll represent what I'm talking about. No. Please be patient for just a minute. I'm just looking for the right picture that will make it very clear for you. Okay. Come on. All right, well, a drawing board is this. That's a drawing board. Okay? That's a drawing board right there. Yeah, that's a drawing board. So that's what they used to use in business, right? Maybe you had a business and you have to talk about your business plans, right? You used this. There was a bunch of paper on it, and you would, tear off a new big piece of paper each time. That's the drawing board. So when they say we have to go back to the drawing board, it means we have to go back and make a new plan. We have to go back and make a new plan. Okay, that's the drawing board. Okay? Oh no, I lost my page. Let me find that again. Here it is. Okay. Sorry, I lost my page. Let me share one more time. All right, here we go. So now we are on which one? Oh, the next one's a good one. The next one is fly off the handle. I love this one. To fly off the handle. What does that mean? You remember there's a famous painter drawing pics on it, Bob Ross. I love Bob Ross. Bob Ross is one of my favorite guys, Amir. I quote him on my streams occasionally because he has some really good quotes. So what does fly off the handle mean? Yeah, out of control. Yeah. It means angry. To fly off the handle means you got angry, out of control. Yeah, you're furious. That's right. So, what does that mean? What does that mean? Let's take a look and see what that means. Let me see here. Here we go. Take a look at this. Can I make it bigger? What is this, guys? What is this thing? That is an axe. That is correct. That is an axe. This is called an axe. A-X or A-X-E. Okay? And let me go down and show you. Look, all the parts, they call it. So this is called the head of the axe. This is the head of the axe. But what is this called? Oh, look. This is called the handle. And every once in a while, if you're using an axe, right, and you're doing this, that head, the head is metal and it's very heavy. What if that would come off? What if that comes off while you're hitting? That could hurt someone. It's dangerous. That's right. It's very dangerous. You flew off the handle. It's dangerous. Okay? To fly off the handle is like an axe when the head comes off the handle. Okay? To fly off the handle means you got really, really angry about something. He flew off the handle. My boss yesterday, he flew off the handle at us. Means he got really, really mad. Okay? And yeah, this is where it comes from. It comes from an axe. The top of the axe is called the head, and the wood part is called the handle. And sometimes the head will come off. It's dangerous. Okay, so that's called flying off the handle. All right? All right, let's go back. All right, to fly off the handle. I love it also because I love the Beastie Boys, and that's a lyric in the Beastie Boys in one of their songs. All right, the last one I'm going to do for today, and then I'm going to take a break. It's called The Best of Both Worlds. The Best of Both Worlds. It was the best of both worlds. It's a great song, by the way. I'll play this song when we're done. So the best of both worlds. What does the best of both worlds mean? The best of both worlds. Yeah, you're enjoying two advantages. You're enjoying two advantages. So, let's see. I got to study in Hawaii, at the University of Hawaii. I got a scholarship to study at the University of Hawaii. And they have one of the best engineering programs in the world. So I'm going to study engineering at the University of Hawaii, and it's a great program. And it's beautiful. It's beach. It's Hawaii. It's beautiful. I have the best of both worlds, a great school and a beautiful place. Okay, it's the best of both worlds, right? Is it like win-win situation? Not exactly. No, win-win situation means this thing is good for you and it's good for me. It's win-win. This idea, you should agree to it because it's good for you and it's good for me. That's win-win. Okay, but this one is a little bit different. Okay, best of both worlds means you. There are two specific aspects of something, right? Two things that you enjoy, right? That are different, but you enjoy both advantages. All right. So my cousin's family lives in a village, but it's a 20-minute bus ride from a city center. So they get the best of both worlds, the calm of the country and the excitement of the town. Right? That's like where I live. I live in the suburbs. So it's quiet and it's peaceful and it's safe, but I'm also not too far from the city. So it's the best of both worlds. Okay? The best of both worlds. No, it does not. It does not mean to kill two birds with one stone. No, very, very, very different. To kill two birds with one stone means to do two things with one action. Okay? To kill two birds with one stone means to do two things with one action. It's not related to the best of both worlds. Not at all. Okay? All right, before I forget, here's my YouTube channel. You can follow my YouTube channel. Okay? Have it both ways. Yes, it's similar to have it both ways. But when we say have it both ways, we usually are saying that like, well, you can't have it both ways. You can't have both, right? We usually say it in that way, right? Or there's another one. We say, he wants his cake and to eat it too. He wants to have cake and eat it too. So that means that you want that thing plus you want to eat. It's like you want both advantages, and it's selfish. It's selfish, okay, or it's too much. Okay, I am teaching English and improving my level as well, so I get the best of both worlds. Good, yeah, that one works. Good, yeah. All right. My friend asked to borrow some money, and at the drop of a hat, I agreed. Good for you, Ive. All right, excellent. Yeah, good job. All right. All right, so there we go, the best of both worlds. And that is also the name of a song from one of my favorite bands. Let me see. Here it is. Come on, listen. Listen with me. You can't hear it? What? You can't hear the music? Oh, no. You're kidding me. All right, wait. Let me try another way. Why is that? That's really weird. Okay, hold on. Let me try another way. Let's try YouTube. Why would that not play? That's really weird. How about this one? Can you hear this one? No? How is that possible? There must be a problem with Hello Talk if you can't hear that. Wait, let me try again. Let me try one more time. Oh, I think I know what it is. Try this. How about now? Ah, there we go. I don't know if it sounds okay for you. It sounds weird to me. But the middle of the song. Here comes the good part. Here we go. Ready? Okay, here comes the best part. Of both worlds, could have the best of both worlds. Okay, famous song from Van Halen, Best of Both Worlds. Okay, so now you can remember it because of the song. All right. I want the best of both worlds, right? Anyway, all right, guys. Van Halen, that's right, Van Halen. Yes. All right, guys. I gotta go. I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna be back though. Guess what? I'm gonna be back for another stream and maybe a voice room as well. Okay, so if you want to come and learn more, then join me again shortly. Okay? I can play drums from time to time. I do sometimes. I just haven't done it recently, Amir. I do occasionally get back there and play some music and some drums. sometimes. Yeah. Okay. When will I be back? After lunch. After lunch, maybe an hour or so. Okay. Something like that. Okay. But if you can't wait for me, then go to my YouTube channel and you can watch some of my YouTube videos. I have lots of them. Okay, go to my YouTube video. Leave a comment on my YouTube videos. Say hi. Tell me you're watching. Okay, don't make me feel like I waste my time doing this. Right? You can support me by following me. You can support me by commenting. You can support me by sharing. You can support me by telling your friends. You can support me by going to my website and following and buying a lesson. All right? You can support me in many ways. All right? Is this lesson just on Friday? No. No. I have many different streams that I do, everybody. Okay? So this one was called It's Idiomatic, and this is a new stream that I'm doing about idioms, right? But I also have a stream about vocabulary and something called etymology, which is about the history of where words come from. I also do a stream just where I answer basic questions about grammar, or vocabulary, or reading or writing. I have many different streams I do. I have one that I do about advanced vocabulary, okay? And I have some more streams coming soon, okay? But I promise you, listen to me. Listen, I have about 75,000 followers on Hello Talk, okay? That means that I have 75,000 people who ask me questions about English, all right? And that means I have a lot of answers, all right? So if you go to my YouTube channel, you can watch some videos. I promise you, you will learn something, okay? All right, guys, I'm going to take a break. I'll be back later, okay? You ran out of time again, Amir. It happens, but that's why I've got YouTube, right? Thank you guys over in YouTube, Maria and Miguel and Ivan, Fairboz, and who else? Ibrahim, Elil, thank you. You told me to remind you of something. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I'm out of time for today. But, you know, look, Amir, I'll do this stream again, and there are many, many idioms to discuss. I was just trying to use the list that I had, right? Because then I can share it and show everybody. If I just talk about random idioms without sharing anything, people won't remember, right? So I usually like to use some kind of a resource that people can connect with, okay? Oh, and that's the one other thing I need to do. Here's the last thing I'm going to do for you today. I'm going to do this. I didn't give you the website that I was using today. The website I was using today is this one. So if you want to continue studying what I just gave you, then here is the website I was using today. Okay, storylearning.com, blog English idioms. All right? All right, if you search for 99 idioms, it'll come up. All right, search for 99 idioms. All right? Okay, and I don't have a schedule, Simon. I don't have a schedule. I'm sorry, I'm a busy man, and this doesn't pay any money. If it paid money, I would have a schedule. But I come when I can come. All right? I'm a busy person. I have private lessons, so I come here anytime I can. All right? I'm here almost every day. Almost every day. Okay? All right. So I'll talk to you guys next time, okay? Have a good morning, have a good afternoon, have a good evening wherever you live. And don't forget to be a language warrior, okay? See you guys next time. Bye.